And in that moment of despair, she stumbled into the stream and cried out to the heavens, "Gods of the river, spirits of these waters, take my life, but return my necklace." Her voice echoed through the night, carried by the wind. For a moment there was silence. Then ripples spread across the surface of the stream, growing faintly under the moonlight. And then slowly, as if summoned from the depths, the necklace rose from the water and floated towards her. Once upon a time, the moon hung low in the sky, pale and distant, as though it knew a secret the world dared not speak. In a small quiet village surrounded by thick forests and winding rivers, there lived a humble aged man and his beloved wife. Their only child, Adaeze, was their joy, their pride and their hope for the future. She was so beautiful, with skin like polished bronze and eyes that sparkled like the morning sun on a calm stream. Her laughter filled the modest hut with warmth, and every villager admired her grace. When Adaeze came of age, her father decided it was time to gift her something precious. From a wooden box wrapped in faded animal skin, he brought out a rare necklace passed down from generations. The necklace glimmered with beads of coral and gold, and its centerpiece, a carved ivory pendant, was said to be blessed by the spirit. "My daughter," her father said solemnly, "this necklace marks you as a woman ready for the journey of marriage. Guard it with your life, for it carries our family's blessings." Adaeze touched the necklace with trembling hands, overwhelmed with love and pride. So, from that day, Adaeze never took it off. She wore it as she walked in the farm, danced in the moonlight during festivals, and even when she slept. Villagers would often pause to admire the beautiful beads glinting against her neck, and she always smiled, knowing it was a piece of her family's love. One sunny afternoon, Adaeze's mother called her. "Ada, my child, please go to the stream and fetch me some water. The pots are empty." Adaeze nodded eagerly, balancing a clay pot on her head. The stream was long but familiar, the line with whispering bamboo trees and the sweet scent of blooming flowers. She hummed softly as she walked, unaware of the darkness that awaited her. The stream sparkled under the warm sun, its water so clear she could see tiny fish darting between smooth pebbles. Adaeze filled her pot and placed it carefully on a rock. The heat of the day clung to her skin, and she felt the temptation rise within her. "I will bathe," she thought, smiling. She slipped off her wrapper and jewelry, carefully setting her treasured necklace on a nearby rock. The cool water embraced her, and she sighed in relief, washing away the dust of the day. When she was done bathing, Adaeze stepped outside, wriggling her hair dry and dressing herself. She reached out for her necklace, but her fingers grasped empty hair. Her heart skipped a beat. She looked around frantically. The rock was bare. Her precious necklace was gone. Panic clawed at her chest as she fell to her knees, searching the ground. She combed through the grass, overturned the stones, and waded back into the water, her breath quick and shallow. As the sun dipped behind the trees, painting the sky with streaks of orange and purple, Adaeze's fear deepened. She stayed long after darkness fell, her hands raw from searching, her eyes swollen with tears. "No, no, no," she whispered desperately. "It cannot be gone. It cannot. It was here." Her body trembled, and she clutched her head, sobbing loudly into the silent night. Finally, in the moment of despair, she stumbled into the stream and cried out to the heavens, "Gods of the river, spirits of these waters, Take my life, but return my necklace." Her voice echoed through the night, carried by the wind. For a moment there was silence. Then ripples spread across the surface of the stream, glowing faintly under the moonlight. Slowly, as if summoned from the depths, the necklace rose from the water and floated towards her. Adaeze gaped, her fears forgotten. As she reached out her trembling hands to take it, the necklace felt warm, alive almost, as she clasped it tightly around her neck. With shaking legs, she lifted a pot of water and hurried home through the forest, her heart still racing with disbelief. Her parents welcomed her back, unaware of the ordeal she had endured. She said nothing about what had happened, only smiled faintly as she placed the pot down and went to bed. That night, she dreamt of waters and glowing eyes watching her from the depths. So, 2 days later, Adaeze awoke with a burning fever. Her body ached, and her once bright eyes had dulled. Her parents fussed over her, applying herbs and prayers, but nothing seemed to help. As the days passed, her condition worsened. Her skin turned pale, her voice weak, and her laughter, the music of the household, was gone. Her father sought the help of healers and herbalists. They came with bundles of leaves, jars of ointment, and chants of power, but Adaeze's sickness deepened. One healer muttered that a spirit hand was upon her, but none could lift it. Her parents grew frantic, their hearts filled with the smell of burning herbs and whispered prayers. On the 5th night, Adaeze's breath came shallow and slow. Her parents knelt by her bedside, tears streaming down their faces. With trembling lips, Adaeze whispered, "Papa, Mama, forgive me." Her voice was so soft that her father had to lean close. "What are you saying, my child?" Tears rolled down her cheeks as she recounted the events at the river. She told them of her lost necklace, her desperate plea, and how the river spirits returned it. "I begged them to take my life," she sobbed weakly. "I didn't know they would answer. I didn't know." Her parents wailed as they listened, their hearts breaking. Her father clutched her hands, whispering prayers, while her mother rocked back and forth in grief. But it was too late. As dawn broke, Adaeze's breathing slowed until it stopped. She lay still, her beautiful necklace gleaming softly against her lifeless neck. The village mourned deeply, and rumors spread of a deal with the spirits, of a necklace cursed by the weight of generations. Her parents buried her under the great Iroko tree near the river, and her father wept as he placed the necklace with her. He swore that no one would ever wear it again.